Yeah, definitely. And I would say that it's pretty much necessary to look at these contexts.
Okay.
Um, because yeah, there's not that big of a variety in terms of interactions with music and sound, and we can definitely draw inspiration from maybe adjacent or relevant fields. Um, so what I often look at is research in electroacoustics
Hmm.
and any practices in that context. So, for example, there was um, so for example there was the uh, Murray Schaeffer. So Murray Schaeffer kind of popularized this idea of the soundscape, and he and his colleagues they investigated the sounds of the world, and also how soundscapes changed throughout history. Um, and what I find very interesting in that approach was that it was very you could say a holistic view on sound that looked at all aspects of society that might have led to changes in what we hear around us. And so one of the main things he said was that essentially our world is getting more and more filled with noise. And he made this distinction between hi-fi and lo-fi sound.
Okay.
So, lo-fi is essentially you walking downtown and you hear the cars, you hear radio, you hear all sorts of sound happening around you, like many people talking, all of that. And hi-fi sound would be something like you're in a quiet village and you hear a church bell ring. Um, and so one of the practices that he and his group did was so-called sound walks. Um, and that a sound walk is basically you take a walk, but you do that with a strong focus on what you can actually hear. And there are also many other different exercises that come from that field that we can look at and that might help us to derive some gameplay from that. Um, yeah, many like different exercises that deal with um, probably a lot of what we would maybe find in the field of mindfulness, perhaps, because it often entails this idea of slowing down and listening and to your environment and becoming aware of the things around you. There is a book actually by Murray Schaeffer that's called something like 100 Sound Exercises. And it is literally that is 100 different exercises of, yeah, how you can perceive sound. There is also a publication by Pauline Oliveros, Deep Listening. So how, yeah, deep listening also as a process to engage with your sonic environment. Um, so yeah, looking at that can definitely help develop new forms of gameplay.